I'm gonna give you like a cool little tour here. I want to explain this. So this is the Great Roof. I'm gonna go from Camp 4 up. Camp 4 is just at the top of the Gray Bands, as you can see at the bottom of this screen. Great Roof is right there. I think I can do that faster with cam hooks. Anyway, get to the Great Roof, and then you follow right after the Great Roof. You come into the Pancake Flake, and the Pancake Flake goes up this little section here. And you land up on top of this little tower right there, which is that's Camp 5 up there. And then from Camp 5, you kind of traverse up this simple little, it's like 5-7, super easy. But then you go into what I consider, like, other than changing corners, the bottom of changing corners, this is the cruxier pitch. This is just super thin, offset nut placements. And you'll push through there. Once it opens up and you see that slot right there, there are actually 2 cracks, and you can use parallel cracks, and you can actually start placing bigger gear, and then you make your way up onto that little tower that's in there. Now from there, you take off and go up towards changing corners. And changing corners, it's a little muted here. It's kind of hard to see. It's that column right there. It doesn't really show you that well, but changing corners, this is where we want to go up at least 4 bolts and then step into the changing corners. Now, right at the top of changing corners, right there, you'll be able to just do your crack Jumaring, basically, and you'll be able to do that for the most part all the way up until this little section right here. Now, that little section right there is called this is the let's see. This is just right before the alcove. So just to give you some scale here, there's this funky little V slot that you go into right there. Let's see, I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. Let me get some scale. Yeah, right there. Right there. It's that little groove slot. And it's like, I don't know, it's like 5/8 or something like that. You go in there and then you land there's a little section that you can see right there in the middle. That's called the Wild Stance. And the Wild Stance is like your last belay to the top. And on this face in the middle where you see those lighter spots, that's just a bolt ladder. And that bolt ladder goes right up over the top of this, over the top of all this stuff. And I think you actually traverse it a little. And you end up coming up right about there. And that is the final half of El Capitan. Just to give you a little scale, what we're looking at there. Whoop, whoop.